the plants around here. I dabble in botany as a hobby, and they're all so... Thanks, it's really... Howdy!
My dream of becoming an actor is... Let's make our date more... It felt like soaring through the air, defying gravity, and embracing pure... My dream of becoming... Thanks! I love it! I love it! I make an effort to present myself well and leave a positive impression. Children are... I think my acting background plays a part in it. A surprising beginning? Ugh, this stinks. This was the hottest theater show this year, and I actually got a ticket. Aww. Owen, another one, please.
Well, okay. This one's on me.
Wow, you're so generous, Owen.
This is the last glass of yak milk I'm gonna offer you today, Jane. You're in a bad mood. Go home and have some rest after this one.
Hey, want a glass of milk? Owen, where's Owen? Owen is gone. Could you stay with me for a while? Oh, thank you. There's no escape. You just have to face it. If fate wants you to be strong, then don't use your weakness as an excuse. That's a classic line from Miss Jane. But there's still no way I can get over it. I am literally mad! Did you know Walnut Groove's going to host the Miss Jane stage show in a couple of days? It's a celebration of the show's premiere with the original cast reunited for the first time in 5 years. Tickets were going for 10 times the original on the resale market. And guess who was lucky enough to get a hold of a ticket? Me! And then guess who's the unlucky one that can't go watch it? Also, me. I've never had my heart beating like this before. Why on earth did a landslide have to happen now? Now the road leading to Walnut Groove's blocked for a week. I'll miss the show. I thought about it. I could take a bus to Portia, then go by boat, but that takes forever. Or I could take a train to Atara, then take an airship, but that costs way too much. It's too late now, anyway. There's a reason why I love this show. The heroine has the same name as mine, Jane, and we're both immigrants with similar backgrounds. I don't think I've ever told you this. My family was originally from Ethia. We were poor there and moved to Atara when I was very little for better opportunities. My papa was an actor, so he got a job with the Atara University Theater. Since I didn't have a lot of friends, and I got free tickets, I went to pretty much every play. That's how I became obsessed with acting. Later, I moved to Walnut Grove to pursue a career. It was much harder than I expected. I participated in countless auditions, but I never got selected for any big roles. I was always that tree in the background. I watched Miss Jane at my lowest point in life. Her story taught me I shouldn't wallow in self-pity and instead should figure out a way to keep moving forward. I thought back to my time with my pa in the university theater. There were a lot of teachers there, and they were all so nice. And through their productions, I learned a lot about the world. That's how I found my new calling. I thought if I could bring the same joy and wonder to other kids like the teachers at the university theater did, then my investment in my passion would be worthwhile. Thanks. I believe anyone with a determined mind will have that same burning spirit. Same goes for you. I'm just really disappointed to have to miss the show. And more importantly, seeing Miss Lola in person. I've always wanted to let her know that the Miss Jane she played inspired me and made me determined to become a teacher. Although I know every word of the play backwards and forwards, Miss Lola is the real Miss Jane herself. Oh, really? You want to see me as Miss Jane? All right, I'll give it a shot. Let me try this part first, to get into the character. I have been rejected again and again, but I'll keep on trying. Do you know why? Because if I give up now, all the people that didn't believe in me, that laughed at me, that hoped that I would fail, they would have been right. That was fun. Now, let's play my favorite bit, where Jane opened up her heart to Mr. Lau, and Lau started to confess his love. How? Oh, by the way, you could help if you've watched the play before. I'm gonna start. Everyone needs to be responsible for themselves. Be responsible for the light. You can't demand this of anyone else. Let me go. Mr. Lau, we have talked enough. Let me go, Mr. Lau. I've made up my mind. Let me go. I will find my own way. The world thinks that just because I was born poor and powerless, that my voice doesn't matter. I thank you for being with me today. I think I gotta go. Bye. Have a good day, afternoon, and night. Let's make our date more... Thanks! I love it! Well, Considering my almost successful acting career, I guess I'm not too bad to look at, right? Thank you for the compliment. Children have a keen sense of perception when it comes to adults' attitudes. That's why I make sure to pay attention to their words and treat them seriously. Thank you. I used to try to change myself and put on different personas. But now, I've learned to appreciate my true self. I'm glad you do too. I had a childhood friend named Helen. You should have seen the fierce light in her eyes. Sadly, pneumonia took her life before she reached 18. After that, I told myself that my dream wasn't just mine, but also Helen's. My eyes don't belong to me alone. I want to see the world for her. Thanks! I love it! I hereby ordain you the noble responsibility of ordering. What a delightful meal! Every dish suited my taste perfectly and put me in a good mood. My only complaint? I'm the only teacher at school. No colleagues, no supervisor, no pressure, but no support either. Many schools in the Free Cities face the same issue. If towns can afford multiple builders, they should hire a few more teachers, right? I'm not an actor anymore, but I still like to read lines whenever I come across a surprising beginning, a pleasant middle, and a perfect finish. Thank you for the wonderful date. Let's meet again soon.
try to find...
Thank you, Builder, Commissioner Wei, Mian, for your efforts in bringing the water project to fruition. Thank you, everyone, for your support and generous donations. And thank you to Director Chi for finding the reservoir. This was truly a united effort, and now I hereby officially declare the city-state of Sandrock no longer has a water shortage. I also declare, from this day forward, we can all take a nice dip in Martel's Oasis on a hot day. And since we're all here, Professor Law says there have been some developments in our research. For those of you who are interested in discussing, please join us in the City Hall shortly. Oh, you came! Well, let's get today's meeting started.
Greetings, humans. Ah! A human? You jest, strong human. Funny.
I asked Larry to come today. It's all because of Professor Law's findings. I believe Larry may know more about it than we do. So, Professor Law, why don't you start us off with an explanation? I'm sure everything will be a lot clearer after that.
Thank you, Mayor Trudy. First, I will address the issue of the soil. Nia, Zeke, and I have done hundreds of experiments on local samples since we've been here. We've managed to garner a wealth of information from them. As it turns out, the soil quality varied widely depending on the area, much more than our models were predicting. This is the key reason why the planting failed in the Eufaula outback. For example, these are the sample results from near Gecko Station. You can see that for whatever reason, we're postulating maybe the proximity to the oasis. The sand in the area is much softer, and under ideal conditions, the nutrition level is adequate for growth. Now, on the surface, the sand in the outback seems to have similar qualities. But upon closer inspection, the sand there has too much saline in it, creating an incredibly low moisture level in the soil, making it unsuitable for water retention. Much of the Eufaula used to be part of the ocean floor before weapons used during the Day of Calamity raised it. The salinity left over makes the sand hard and extremely arid. That's why even the algae failed to form a biocrust. That's our report.
Soil quality is everything. We should have figured this out earlier. And instead, we wasted so much time and water.
The differences in the soil were incredibly subtle, Mr. Zeke. We only found this out after hundreds of experiments. You can't blame yourself.
Ruling human, why am I present? I do not understand any of these words.
About that. After we made the discovery, I asked Zeke about the source of the algae. The way I figure it, the old world scientists must have been testing different types of algae for their own biocrust efforts, which is well documented. We then went with Logan to the sunken ship ruins to recheck all the algae growth there, to see if there were any that can reduce the salinity and increase water retention. Still, the ship must have been going somewhere. Maybe a laboratory or something. And Mr. Logan said he remembered such a place.
That's right. I reckon I'd been someplace like that. Some kind of old world lab. In fact, there are several of them out in the desert.
Once I was chasing a bunch of geeglers with my paw when we stumbled onto this high-tech ruins. It was just a short hop from the entrance to the Portia tunnel. What was it? We weren't in there long. Me and my pa both got fierce headaches, so we had to turn away. When we went again, the place got sealed off by a rock slide. Sandstorm had done our job for us. Seemed pretty lucky at the time. I reckon Larry might know a thing or two about it, since his pa was the leader back then.
Yes, I know that place well. We have many nests. The location you mentioned is our headquarters. Yes, it's a place we call the Giegler Main Office. Legend says the first employee took the holy book from there. But that's just what the elders say. No one's sure. Zena's grandfather used to be the keeper of that place. I'm not sure. We never had such an issue.
You sure you don't got some old world gadget in there that's emitting brain rays?
Now that you mention it, there is a machine that's producing a constant ping sound in our HQ. It never bothered us, so we let it be. Algae incubators. What's that?
I have an algae sample right here. Have you ever...
Oh, you mean the meal machines? These are delicious. And yes, they have a variety of offerings.
That's it.
Oh, fantastic, Larry. But if there's such a machine, how do we disable it? Maybe we need to talk with Director Chi as well?
No problem. I'll go talk with him.
You know, ruling human, if you don't mind, I can just go disable it. If there are other Geeglers inside, I'll tell them you're friends, so they won't attack you when you enter.
Thanks, Larry. But you sure doing this won't get you fired?
Even though I know it's a joke, law human, that's still rude.
Sorry.
Will you be able to do that for us, Larry? It might be dangerous.
Worry not, ruling human. I've come to like this town. and I want to do my part in times of need.
That's very kind of you. Thank you. Now we just need an exploration party to go in and pick up the algae samples.
Mayor, I'll go. With the Civil Corps still looking for any Duvos leftovers, we just can't risk sending the sheriff on every unplanned errand. How about me, Larry, and the professor?
You're sounding a lot like your pa right now.
The professor's been overworking too much lately. I'll go instead. I know what to look for, and I've taken defense classes, so I won't slow you down.
Fine by me. What do you say, Trudes?
Sounds like a plan, then. But what about the rocks blocking the way?
I don't understand. Can't we just climb the rock walls? Isn't that easier?
Don't know about you, but we weren't designed that way.
Whoa.
I reckon we'll need that drilling robot to break it down. Normal pick hammer ain't gonna cut it. Once the builder has the robot, let's meet up at the rock slide. Now come prepared. Larry hasn't been there in a while, so who knows what we'll be facing.
You got it. Then it's decided. Thank you everyone for coming today. I hope we get some results soon.
Don't torture me with your eyes like this. Please say yes. Please. That's what Mr. Lau says after he confessed to Miss Jane. May I ask you a question? What was on your mind when you said Mr. Lau's line yesterday? I felt it. I saw your true self at that moment, not Mr. Lau. I couldn't sleep the whole night after I went home yesterday. The interaction we had yesterday was more than just a play in my eyes. Right after you said that line, I was no longer Miss Jane. I was just Jane. I wanted nothing but your love from the depth of my heart. It might be a bit abrupt to you, but that feeling is all that matters to me. We're both genuine and my love for you is true to my heart. What can I say? Love knows no reason. So, would you be willing to ride on a journey with me and taste the eternal happiness of love? Oh, my dear! What you just said moved me more than any line from any play. Love is not alone. The support and help you gave me along the way reflect your respect and care for me. Thank you. The story of Miss Jane not only taught me to be in... Thanks! I love it! My beloved has asked me out on a date, and how could I say no? Let's see. These props are fantastic. You remind me of the protagonist from the show, The Greatest Builder. Responsive, fast, with quality service. The only way to change the world is to be different. That line at the time was so inspirational that it motivated me to push forward and graduate from Atara University. The school will hold the Model Free Cities tomorrow. Literally everyone wants you to be the judge, so come and join us if you got time. That's all for now, the greatest builder. I'll be off. Do you want to take a break? We can sit by the Thanks! I love it! I make an effort to present myself well and... Thank you! I think my ma and pa used to... I don't really... Thanks! I love it! I hereby ordain you the noble... What a delightful meal! Every dish suited my taste perfectly and put me in a good mood. One important lesson I've learned from teaching is that children aren't disobedient. They have their own thoughts, just like adults. It's not about making them obey, but rather guiding and reasoning with them. And it's especially crucial to earn their trust, which is why I always keep my promises. If they see you break your word, they won't trust you anymore. You made my heart sing like a little canary. Thank you, my dearest. This perfect date will be cherished forever in my memory chest.
This meeting sounded like fun. Even though I'm not that interested in the botanical sciences, it'd still be delightful to catch up on the newest discoveries once in a while. Anyway, so you need the mobile suit? Unfortunately, it's not in an operational state at the moment. The falls on High East really did a number to it. My beautiful baby. Not to worry though. I know Sleepyhead gave me a diagram of a drill before, but where did I put it? No matter.
Happy birthday. Congratulations.
Take her easy. See ya.
Be seeing ya.
Oh, thank you.
Happy birthday! Congratulations.
Happy birthday!
We're all waiting for you. Things are all set and ready to go. And look, here's a placard that you helped to make. Just hold it up for whoever you think is the best representative later. Welcome, parents and students. I apologize for the delay. I hope everyone is ready. The show... Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 15th Sandrock Mayor election. I'm your current Sandrock Mayor, Granny Jane. It's such a great feeling seeing so many young faces running for the next mayor today.
Wow, great act! That's not acting. She is Mayor Jane.
As y'all can see, I'm getting too old for the role of mayor, and it's time for some new sapling to take over. I've witnessed Sandrock's rapid development over the years, and everyone has been saying lately that we're the center of the Alliance. Ahem. But I think our city still has the potential to grow even further in areas like entertainment, culture, and city development. That's exactly what I wanted to hear in today's campaign proposals. 4 representatives from the Alliance Council are also invited to be the judges of this event. They are the clothing mogul, Grandma Vivi.
Oh, hey everyone. I am clothing mogul Vivi, and I'd like to make clothes for people.
Entertainment industry leader, Miss Katori.
Yep, better present some solid differentiation in your plans, or otherwise, I will not invest.
Architecture and engineering mastermind, Miss Heidi.
Hello, everyone. I hope y'all do well.
And finally, our biggest guest here today, Superstar Builder. Our judges should not be nervous. So without further ado, let's welcome the first candidate, Miss Jasmine, to make her speech.
Hi everyone, my name is Jasmine and I am running for the mayor of Sandrock. Once elected, I'll put more resources into the promotion of our town and the education sector. Sandrock has a fascinating history and loads of town folks, yet it has not been properly marketed in my opinion. My plan is to set up a publishing house in Martle Square and invite Mr. Mr. Ernest, along with Mr. Owen, to write up a chronicle of Sandrock. That way, we can spread the word of Sandrock among the Alliance and let more people learn about the city's rich history and culture.
Sounds like she's been learning from her mom.
Now, wait just a darn moment. Are we
As
really
Sandrock's
changing
population
the mayor?
increases, I'm also going to divide the school into kindergarten, grade school, and high school, so that students within the appropriate age group can receive the focused education that they deserve. The plan will culminate in establishing a new university of higher learning right here in Sandrock, so that talented children don't have to leave anymore.
Nice ideas, Jazz.
That's all for me today. Thanks, everyone!
Thank you, Miss Jasmine. Next up, we have our next candidate.
Hey there, how y'all doing? My name is Andy, and I have a master plan for the future of Sandrock. Let's take a look, shall we?
What in the yakmo is this?
I'll set foot in the recreational business and revamp Sandrock into a giant theme park with attractions everywhere. Like the Yak Mill Ranch? Let's make a Yak Mill themed carousel called the Wheel of Yak Mill.
Now I get you, kid.
After the revamp, the Martle Oasis will turn into a water park. Ideally, it'll be extended to the other side of the valley so we can design a waterfall. Let's call it the Desert Falls.
Now that's a thought.
Lastly, a handicraft paradise will be built next to the workshop of the builders so that they can teach these tourists how to make the best handicrafts. As for the stuff they make, they'll buy it for themselves.
This kid's got talent.
With a large theme park like this, it'll be mad not to have proper transportation. Look, I've designed this super steep mobile suit backpack so that people can get to places faster.
Oh, too bad she's not here.
So that's all for my plan. Thank y'all for listening. Vote for me.
Thank you, Mr. Andy. So let's give a warm welcome to our...